What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In today's video, we're hopping into Absolute Flash, issue number 4, and we have Wally West, who is on the run. Right now, he's looking for any safe place that he can hide out. Him and Grodd. This is what leads him to Central City. This is what leads him to Linda for the first time. But Wally is soon gonna learn that there are no safe places. With that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so our story is starting us off with the death of his mother. Mary West died 2024. Also, looking at that headstone, it says 1991 to 2004. I just had a crazy realization. I am a year older than Mary West. Holy crap. Alright, Wally West is here at the funeral of his mother. This was a horrible, terrible, struggling day for Wally. But this is when we're almost transported. His mother's grave wide open. And when he goes to look inside, he expects to see his mother. What he didn't expect was Barry. As if Barry is reaching through, trying to break through from wherever he is. He calls out to Wally. He begs him for help. But this is when Wally wakes up, thinking to himself that that's gotta be just yet another bad dream. One that continuously feels real. And so him and Grodd, they head out. They head into the city. For Wally, ever since the desert, ever since he met Grodd, his thoughts have been surprisingly calm. He's thinking that maybe whatever happened in Barry's lab, maybe it's wearing off. The only thing he is certain of is that he is starving. And so Wally goes and waits in line with all of the rest of the homeless people, and he's waiting for his opportunity to get some food. This is when he's greeted by an older man by the name of Ralph. Obviously, Wally is very standoffish, but kind of calming him down, letting him know that if you're under 18, we have a place down the road you can stay up to a week, food, bed, all that good stuff. Now, obviously, he's pretty skeptical of this. But when a younger Linda walks by, teenage Linda telling him that it's a pretty cool place. If you can handle his dad jokes, it's not a bad place to be. This is the first time that Wally sees her. This is what takes us over to Captain Cold and all the others. There's almost like a Speed Force storm. The same energy signature that is coming off of Wally West. They don't really know what this is, but they think that it's a doorway. Jessie saying that she can almost see through it. She can almost see the other side. But then there's an explosion, a crackling of lightning, and this doorway disappears. This is when Wally's dad says that we're done. We gotta head back to base. We gotta figure out what the hell is going on. And we gotta figure out where my son is. This is what picks us up with Wally. Wally and Linda meeting for the first time. She comes and sits down, they have lunch together. And really, this is them just meeting each other, getting to know one another. She tells Wally that all of us are running from something, but for what it's worth, this place is rather okay. Ralph and Sue are actually really cool people. So as Wally goes to unpack for the day, he goes to talk to Grodd, who's been hiding out in his backpack. And Wally thinks, what do you think, Grodd? Maybe we can stay. A day, two? It's a little bit safe. It gives us an opportunity to regroup, grab some food, and figure out what we're gonna do next. But when he opens that backpack, Grodd is not inside. Grodd has taken off out the window. And so Wally goes chasing after him as we hop over to Barry Allen's lab. We pick up with Colonel West and Dr. Thawne. Now, Colonel West is trying to figure out what the hell was Barry doing here? What was the focus of his work? Dr. Thawne goes on to let us know that they had a contract with Lazarus Corps. Dr. Allen was the point man, trying to use the augmented weapons program. But Colonel West, he already knows that. He knows the mission briefs. But what was he really doing? All the tech that they developed down here, the weapons the rogues are using, where did it all come from? With Dr. Thawne reminding Colonel West that his mission was to provide security for their work, not to question it. But the way that Colonel West sees it, they're way past that. His son is missing. What is happening to my son? Dr. Thawne explaining that you saw what he did in the desert. All the weaponry that we have developed here, They didn't stand a chance against Wally. That 15-year-old boy is now a miracle. The accident that killed Barry Allen, it doesn't need to be for nothing. Wally may be the greatest success that they have had. Now, of course, the Colonel is going to argue that my son is not your weapon, that he needs to get him back, that he needs to find him. And Dr. Thawne says that you don't need to worry. We know his whereabouts. They know where he is because they are tracking Grodd. But Colonel West doesn't understand the full ramifications of what is happening here, the full extent of what they're dealing with. Wally wasn't the only thing that escaped that night. 4 other subjects: Project Wizard, Project Heatwave, Project Firestorm, and Project X. All of them escaped. All are on the loose. And Grodd is leading them right to them. This is what picks us up with Grodd and Wally. They make their way underground. Wally chasing after, trying to figure out what the hell Grodd is doing. What are you up to? Where are you going? But Grodd just keeps saying hot. He keeps saying hot until they finally reach the source of this heat. This is where they see him. Project Heatwave. Looking like a straight-up lava monster. If this is Rory, the absolute universe has just hugely upgraded him. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You guys know I am a long-time fan of The Flash, so it is no surprise that I am absolutely adoring this series. We've had some new players into the ring. We have Dr. Thawne, we can only assume is gonna be the Reverse Flash. Now, many theorize it may have been Barry, which it's still a possibility. But with Thawne showing up, I think it's more likely Dr. Thawne is going to end up being the Reverse Flash. I think that Barry is also still alive. I think it's pretty obvious for most of us at this point that Barry is still alive. He's trying to break through, probably stuck in the Speed Force. The skeleton left behind, I'm sure we can get an explanation for. Maybe what that doorway was a way for Barry to come back. That Wally is able to create a doorway that leads to the Speed Force. And Barry is simply stuck there until Wally figures out how to get him out. Of course, there's the meeting with Linda, hugely significant to Wally's life. Definitely going to be playing some kind of intricate part moving forward. And then there's the Flash's Rogue Gallery. From Captain Cold to Heatwave. I'm actually most excited about Absolute Firestorm. It looks like Heatwave got an upgrade. Weather Wizard, we're gonna have to see about that one, but Firestorm, I'm very curious about because are they gonna nerf his character? Are they gonna empower him even more? It'll be interesting to find out. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything that has been going on with this series, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It is gonna get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. Now, if you're unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.